Have you ever asked yourself why TV, cinema, and, of course, literature audiences never get bored of stories about bank heists and major international thefts? It's a fundamental question about why this genre of storytelling is so successful, maybe because it still captures the audience's imagination even more than the creators themselves in works that quickly become hits and fulfill dreams. But what if, this time, the story tells the truth, without any fiction? Sometimes we come across artistic works, whether written or on TV and film, that make everyone question again the meaning of criticism and storytelling based on viewing and reading such pieces. Among these inspiring works, we can refer to Netflix's latest documentary, D.B. Cooper. Where Are You? The many narratives that tackled the story over 50 years never reached a clear conclusion about the identity of the mysterious protagonist. This could be seen as a weakness that makes the story feel repetitive and lacking novelty, but at the same time, it's a strength that keeps the tale shimmering with allure and invites contemplation and interpretation. The story began on Thanksgiving night in 1971 when a man, later described by authorities as wearing a sleek suit and dark sunglasses, entered the airport and bought a one-way ticket to Seattle under the name Dan Cooper. After boarding the plane, he handed a flight attendant a note stating he had explosives in his bag. He then managed to hijack the plane without harming any passengers and demanded a ransom of $200,000. The hijacker parachuted out of the plane with the money after the U.S. authorities complied with his request, and he disappeared, never to be seen again. After 50 years or more, the FBI has not gotten any closer to identifying the hijacker or his fate. But the Netflix documentary D.B. Cooper, Where Are You? Took on the challenge, diving deeper into the unresolved case and revealing the most prominent suspects and the theories that have been proposed. It's an incredibly captivating story for most who hear it. Anyone who reads or hears about it might find themselves compelled to follow every detail until the final word. Perhaps that's why American culture has exploited this event in a way that suits a consumer society. A lot has been written about it: literature, journalism, children's graphic books, and video games whose main character mirrors the same story. Many surveys have shown that a large segment of American society holds great admiration for the man who managed to outsmart the police and manipulate the system and the law without facing any punishment. The repressed anger felt by a significant portion of American society, hidden behind what we usually see on screens, understands deeply how poetic the matter is. Some may even wish they could do what Cooper did, in a different context, to rebel against laws they see as unfair and favoring only the wealthy. The four-part series begins with a man who invested his own money to investigate Cooper's identity for more than 10 years, just because he believed his friend's claim that he knew someone who claimed to know the mysterious man. In the first episode, we witness both dramatic build-up and documentation, revealing just how mysterious this man was, the man whose story became widely known in the 1970s as the most famous man in America. From the second episode onward, we start seeing the years of hard investigation efforts unfold on screen. Just as it offers insight into American society and its repressed fantasies, the story also covers important side issues. Unlike many legendary tales that derive their importance from absolute truth, this one showcases, for example, the harassment that flight attendants used to endure at the time, and how it was brushed off without anyone taking a clear stance. There's also the ethical question of recording, or what some consider defamation, when it comes to friends and relatives of the accused, within a televised narrative that might disturb their professional or social lives. That's why the series sometimes resorted to covering people's faces to ensure their safety and prevent them from harm. The series takes us through the man's life from his early years up until his accusation in 2021 in a spontaneous manner and without any clear legal proof. That may have distracted it from adding some fictional elements that could have made the story more exciting for television, instead of it becoming just an informational recounting that could feel a bit tedious at times. Cooper was a man whose experience captivated the imaginations of both children and adults for years, and entertainment platforms heightened the allure of this legendary tale. Meanwhile, the series chose the hard path, tracing the lives of specific individuals believed to be the closest match, until it arrived at someone who fit all the specifications, in order to create a quality television piece about a legendary man. And so, after more than 5 decades of investigation, theories, dead ends, and cultural obsession, the mystery of D.B. Cooper remains unsolved. Who was the man in the black suit and sunglasses who hijacked a plane, outsmarted the FBI, and vanished into thin air with $200,000? Was he a criminal mastermind? A folk hero? Or just a desperate man seeking one final thrill? The FBI officially closed the case in 2016, admitting that they had exhausted all credible lead. Yet for many, the story didn't end there. Independent investigators, amateur sleuths, and curious minds around the world continue to chase the legend. Each new theory, each new clue, adds another layer to a mystery that refuses to die. But perhaps that's the power of the D.B. Cooper story. It's no longer just about a man and a hijacking. It's about the thrill of the unknown, the rebellion against a system, and the allure of getting away with it. He became more than a criminal. He became a symbol, a myth, an idea that continues to capture imaginations across generations. In a world that craves answers, D.B. Cooper leaves us with the most haunting question of all. What if some mysteries are never meant to be solved? But share your opinion with us in the comments, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button so that you receive everything new, and do not forget to like, because this helps us to reach, and do not forget to share so that it reaches the largest possible number of friends, and peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings.